Hey guys, Limelight here. So, my flute is in the repair shop, I think. Yeah. And so I can't really, make, like, a flute video for, like, the beginning of the week like I usually do. So I'm gonna have some more random shenanigans. And so, yeah. And so, I got my, clones who I told them to make scripts, but like none of them made the scripts in time. So I thought, well, I guess I'll have to like come up with one on the fly and at the same time even have an idea for a video. Then it occurred to me, these hats, you know the tinfoil hats from like movies and stuff where like people are like trying to avoid getting mind controlled by the government or something. They usually wear these hats to protect them, the little tinfoil caps. But like something I noticed as soon as I saw them is that like how would these work? Like if anything, you're gonna want a wool cap or something rather than just like an antenna. 'Cause like with this, you're basically emulating the signals that are supposedly being thrown out there by the government. And so like, why would someone put it on? I mean, it looks like an antenna, and you know what antennae do? They like catch signals. And so, yeah. Actually, hair would actually be a really good thing to have if the government is trying to like control you through like waves getting into your mind, like electro waves or something. And like, because like it's like insulating, while this is literally just catching all of the waves. I should probably stop putting this on or else the government might shut me up. But like, I don't think it's actually the government who's actually sending out these. The thing is, like, the government like has at least some influence over like movies and stuff. Just a bit. And that just a bit is just enough to convince people to convince skeptical people to make these. And so this is actually like some tinfoil from a hot dog that my sister got at a baseball game. Well, it's actually aluminum foil. People stopped using tin foil because it made everything taste like metal. And so this is aluminum foil, just like most people have. Like no one has tin foil anymore. It's all aluminum. Or aluminium. Yeah. I think that's supposed to be the right way to say it. Americans and British people spell it differently. So it's aluminum. And so, before I get on a tangent about how for some reason whenever I pronounce the word aluminum, I think that it starts with a U, and then I think about how it's spelled, but it's spelled with an A at the beginning. Anyway, the government is like low-key like telling us to get these to protect them from the government. But like the skeptical people probably have like, they probably have some sort of slight resistance to like the brain waves that are supposedly being put out there. And they like have some automatic resistance. And then like when they're so skeptical that they put on the hat, it like basically nullifies their slight resistance because of their skepticism. And therefore like this is like the government's weapon to combat like people who are skeptical of the government. And therefore the government is basically got hair in my mouth. The government is basically telling us to make these hats. But what they're not telling us is that it's actually weakening us. And it's wait, what? Oh, you got the script? It's over what I'm telling about. Oh, you gathered information. Okay, so, one of my clones actually gathered some information on the topic. Now, I'm just gonna quickly skim through this. Oh. Okay, guys, turns out everything I just said was wrong. Disregard any evidence that I had that these things were garbage. If you are skeptical, you have to put this on your head if you want to survive. We are distributing them at, where are we distributing them? Yeah. We are distributing them near the pyramids of Giza. Okay? So, yeah, you might as well just make them yourself. These pyramids of Giza are quite far away.
Earth cod.
Wait, what?
Earth cod, yeah.
Oh, we're also, selling them at the eye doctor. That's also a place. We're distributing them, not selling them. So, well, that was a close one. So, if you really want to be safe from the government, totally the government and not the Illuminati. Okay, if you want to be safe from the government, then put these on because you will need them. Trust me, I know stuff. Goodbye.